Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for being here today. So, we are going to continue the topic, how to stay in devotion forever. So what do we need to have so that we want to continue to the last breath, the devotional process? So Rūpa Gosvāmī, in the book Nectar of Instruction, Upadeshamrita, he says 6 principles are there. Utsaha, Niścaya, Dhairyat, Tat Karma Pravartanat, Sangatyagat, Satovritti, Shadbir Bhaktir, Prasiddhyati. So 6 things which are very favorable to devotional service. The first one was Utsaha. And in the last class we discussed about this. Utsaha means practical action for Kṛṣṇa, for his pleasure. And it should be done with intelligence, and it should be done steadily and to please Kṛṣṇa by following all the principles of devotion. So constantly acting for Kṛṣṇa is enthusiasm. It has nothing to do with whether you are inspired or not, whether you are motivated. Our only goal is that Kṛṣṇa should be pleased, and we keep on doing the activity. That is called Utsaha. Okay, so Utsaha is very important, but the point is how to sustain our Utsaha in the long run. Because we may start acting for Kṛṣṇa, and we may do a lot of things like everybody does in devotion, chanting Kṛṣṇa's name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, getting up early in the morning and attending Mangalarati, and then we chant rounds, and then we hear Bhagavatam classes from devotees, and we read śāstra, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita. We follow the rules and regulations every day. But how to continuously sustain these activities? Because it may happen that after some time we may become very dull, or we may not be enthusiastic. So second point that is needed, which is important to keep the enthusiasm sustained, is called Niścaya. This is very important. If we have Niścaya, then we will have a lot of Utsaha. It is directly linked to Niścaya. Niścaya means, Rūpa Gosvāmī says that whoever is practicing devotion should be confident about what he is doing and why he is doing. So confidence is required, and confidence means not just the feeling of inspiration in the mind, but we need to be convinced about what we are doing and why we are doing, about the process, about the goal. We should be very convinced. We should be very clear. What are we doing? And what will we get by doing that? We should be convinced about these things. So you should remember this point. So Niścaya means convinced about the process. Like for example, if you see the life of Prabhupāda. Prabhupāda was a very old man, old aged personality. He was around 65 above, but he went to America all alone, and he struggled there for many years. Then he started establishing ISKCON, and then it became a grand success after so much struggle, after so many troubles and obstacles. But one thing we should remember is that Prabhupada was so confident despite so many obstacles, despite so many challenges. He was confident, he was convinced about what he was doing, and he was continuously able to do that, and he got success. So similarly, Prahlad Maharaj, a small boy, his father became his enemy and the father wanted to kill his own son, and he was trying so many ways. And Prahlad was not at all disturbed. Prahlad was so confident about what he is doing. He was always remembering Kṛṣṇa. He was always chanting Kṛṣṇa's names. And nothing happened to him. Ultimately, Narsingadev came and protected him. So, and Pandavas also like that. Pandavas also, so many obstacles, so many challenges, so many difficulties. But still, they never gave up devotion. They were confident about the devotion to Kṛṣṇa. So we need to understand what is this confidence, how to get convinced about the process. So, in the book Nectar of Instruction, Upadeshamrita, and there is a commentary by Bhaktivinoda Thakur about this shloka, Utsaha Niścaya. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that we need to be very clear about the whole process that we are following. We are doing a lot of activities for Kṛṣṇa. We need to be very clear and confident about the process, about the goal. If we are very clear about the process and the goal, then we will get confidence. Now I will explain you how to understand this whole thing. So, for example, many people want to go to America, and to go to America, they study so hard and they complete their degree, they write entrance exam, and then they also apply for visa, they get the passport, and after so much struggle they go to America, and there they expect to have a happy life. So the goal from childhood was very clear, to go to America and to have a happy life. And they also knew that they have to study, get good marks, write entrance exam, have some money in the bank, and then get a visa and passport, and then you can go to America. So they were very clear about the whole process, and because of that clarity, they had confidence. Yes, let's do it now, because we know the path. We are very clear about the path, and then when the clarity is there in the path, then we get confident. Similarly, when we are in devotion to Kṛṣṇa, we should be very clear about the goal. We should be clear about the process to go to the goal. Right? So three things are important to understand this. Shastra, our Acharya say that we need to understand very clearly the Sambandha, the Abhideya, and the Prayojana. Sambandha is nothing but you are very clear about your true identity. I am a soul. And we also know Kṛṣṇa is God. And then we also know there is a relationship. This is the Sambandha. We are very clear and we know about this. We have knowledge about the Sambandha. And second is the process. Process is what we are doing to connect to Kṛṣṇa. We are chanting Kṛṣṇa's names, we are reading Bhagavatam, we attend festivals, and then we hear Bhagavatam lectures, and we do service. So many things we do to connect to Kṛṣṇa. And then what will happen? Last is the prayojana. We get goal. We go back. Tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mam eti swarjana. You go back to Kṛṣṇa. You go back to the spiritual world. You go there and engage in devotion to Kṛṣṇa. You serve Kṛṣṇa. Of course, we can serve Kṛṣṇa anywhere. Not just that we have to go there. We can serve here also. But we will develop natural affection for Kṛṣṇa, love for Kṛṣṇa, which we don't have now. The whole process will activate your natural spontaneous attraction for Krishna. So this is the goal of life, of human life. So we need to know the relationship, sambandha. We need to know the process to connect to Krishna, and when we do that process, we also know what is the goal. When we are very clear about these three things, then that clarity will give you confidence. Yes, I know the process, I know the path. Then it is very convincing. It is not some feeling in the mind. It is, we are convinced in our buddhi, because convincing is the faculty of the intelligence, not of the mind. Mind is fickle. It can have inspiration, it can be motivated, it can go down. But when we are convinced in our intelligence about the process, about the goal, like a person who wants to go to America, he is very clear, then that clarity will give a lot of confidence. But this is not enough. Now, how to get these three knowledge? Sambandha, abhideya, prayojana. Shastras say that if you want to develop Niścaya, you need to accept an authority from where you get this knowledge. This knowledge about Sambandha, abhideya and prayojana is not something which we can imagine in the mind. Oh, I know this, I am soul, Krishna is God, yes, I have to go to spiritual world. No, this knowledge, comprehensive, total knowledge about these three things, we get from Shastra. There is no other option. You cannot imagine in your mind, you cannot go and find the knowledge yourself. You have to accept an authority. So the first principle to develop confidence is to find out an authority. And what is the authority? The authority is the Shastra, Vedic literature. You take shelter of that knowledge, and that's not enough. We need to accept a guru from which we get that knowledge. We need guidance. Just Shastra is not enough. Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. Three things are important. We have a parampara in which knowledge is coming. Arjuna heard directly from Kṛṣṇa. But we cannot hear directly from Kṛṣṇa now, but we hear from somebody who is connected to Kṛṣṇa in the parampara system. So when we get the knowledge about the process, about the goal, the complete knowledge from Shastra and from a bona fide guru, then that will give you confidence. Then that will convince you. The secret lies in understanding the whole process in an authorized way from a guru. Then we will be very convinced. Then that's why Prabhupāda says, avaśya rakṣibe Kṛṣṇa. In the Nectar of Instruction, Prabhupada writes, Niścaya means confidence that Krishna will protect me. Krishna will protect me means, what does it mean? We have confidence that Krishna will protect, but that confidence is that people may say that, okay, Krishna will protect me? Will Krishna protect me from the obstacles? When we follow a process, then we have difficulties, we have challenges, we are sometimes disturbed, we have sometimes health issues, and we have some challenges, financial issues. And then, is Krishna going to protect me from all these difficulties when I follow the process? So that may be question. Actually, the point is not this. The point is that Krishna may give you some obstacles, or Krishna may let the obstacles or difficulties come, but Krishna assures protection of your devotion, of your sincerity, of the clarity of the goal, of the spiritual direction. Krishna will protect. That's why Prabhupada had so many difficulties, but Krishna protected the confidence in Prabhupada. Krishna protected the sincerity. Prabhupada ultimately became victorious. Pandavas became victorious. Prahlad became victorious. We may face obstacles. We may face some difficulties. Kṛṣṇa may allow them, but Kṛṣṇa will never let our bhakti be destroyed. That is the confidence we will get. How we will get? When we take shelter of śāstra, when we get knowledge from śāstra, from a guru, from the whole parampara. We have so many acharyas. We have our immediate acharya is Srila Prabhupāda, and before that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, then Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Like that we have parampara, and it goes till Brahma, and then it connects to Kṛṣṇa. So that parampara, we need to take knowledge, and we should become convinced. That's why those who don't read Prabhupada books, those who don't read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and they after some time lose their enthusiasm. Initially they may be very inspired to chant, they may be very inspired to come and dance and eat prasadam or attend festivals, but after some time they lose the confidence, they lose the faith. Why? Because they were inspired only in the mind. Their intelligence was still very not so strong. So we have to become intelligent, and that comes when we get knowledge about the process, sambandha, abhideya, prayojana, clarity. That's why every day we have to hear from Bhagavatam, from Bhagavad Gita. By that we will have confidence. We will also say, yes, Kṛṣṇa will protect me. Not from the obstacles, not from the sufferings, not from the difficulty, but my devotion, my goal, my aspiration will be protected. And that confidence is coming because we have heard from the śāstra, we have knowledge from the śāstra, from a proper guru. So, like that. So, if you want to be enthusiastic, if you want to continuously act for Kṛṣṇa, for his pleasure, then we need Niścaya. We need very clear understanding from śāstra and from guru and from the parampara, from all the acharyas. And then nobody can stop you from acting. So it will be apratihata. Nothing material can stop you from acting for Kṛṣṇa. Every day you'll be so enthusiastic to get up in the morning and attend Mangalarti, and then do chanting, and then go and do seva, and then take prasadam, and every day will be a joyful day. We may have a lot of these obstacles, but we are very clear about the goal. Our vision is clear, and Kṛṣṇa protects that. But Kṛṣṇa protects when we are convinced. Okay, so I request everybody that we develop that clarity of our goal and the process and the whole thing by taking shelter of the śāstra, the Vedic literature, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and we hear from a guru. This is the most important aspect. Accepting authority of the śāstra and hearing that knowledge from guru, taking guidance from a guru. Because the guru is no one but Kṛṣṇa's representative. Kṛṣṇa presents himself as guru, and he gives knowledge to us about the goal. And when we follow that process of guru, śāstra, then that will develop clarity, and that will give us, convince us, that will give us confidence. Then no matter what, nothing can stop us from going ahead and achieving our goal and being enthusiastic. So enthusiastic, if you want to be enthusiastic, you need clarity about the goal and the purpose. Okay, thank you so much for today's time. I hope everything is clear. And thank you. Hare Kṛṣṇa. Śrīla Prabhupāda ki Jai.